Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today because in the earlier reading we got the numbers coming out for them, that they are receiving number sequences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Twin Flame Angel numbers by Mystic Moon, and I'm going to bring in the Midnight Confessions Oracle by Mystic Moon. This is a really great deck. It's very sensual, very sexy, very loving, very powerful. And they are feeling all that heat right now. And they are in love with you. We came through in the early reading. They want you to know that they love you. And you're saying, just know that I'm obsessed with you. And they're also obsessed with you. So we're going to connect with this deck and see what's going on. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What numbers are they seeing and why? What's the message coming through? So I'm going to take these. I feel this is the most important one. We've got 222 there. So you may well be seeing that number 2. Number 2, seeing that number 2, but you may also be seeing that number. Wow, 2 cards. So when you're seeing, this card jumped on this card. So when you're seeing 222, if you look at the clock and you see 222, or you go somewhere and perhaps your room number is 222, or you go somewhere and you just see 222, that's a huge message for you that the universe has got your back and you are safe. But in this respect, if you're seeing that number and you see soon, like you see within an hour or 2 of seeing this reading, or maybe you wake up in the morning, you see it on somewhere, you wake up at 2:22 a.m. for example, it's a message from them to you, that it's always and forever, no matter how much time has passed, I'm still burning with desire for you. So I feel if you see 222 over the weekend, that's going to be your message from them, that they are burning with desire for you right now in this moment. When you see that number, that's them saying, yes, it's me. I want you. I desire you. I'm fantasizing about you. I've had a dream about you. I'm connecting with you. I'm thinking about you. Especially if you also feel heat in the body, if you feel a bit turned on, if you're feeling excited, you feel a bit nervous as well. Maybe you've got solar plexus activation, you're feeling something's coming, or you're just feeling something in your body in general. It's a sign from that. So I feel this sign 222 is a huge message that they are with you. They feel you astrally, they are connecting with you, and they are saying always, I love you always. I want you always, no matter how much time has passed, no matter what's gone on, no matter what the circumstances are, I am still in love with you. I am still burning with desire just for you. And the 222 says, the necessary seeds have been planted on your journey. Remain patient as they begin to gestate. And that's a really powerful message because this is also about fertile energy. And obviously passion is very fertile. It makes things happen. It's fire. So when there's fire there, it brings in change because it puts something in you. You know, if there's a fire, you want to run away from the fire. You want to take action to escape that fire. You want to do something about the fire. So obviously, if they are feeling all this fire, it brings in a movement. It's quick action, spontaneous. So it's very likely when you see 222, you could get communication coming soon after, or a real sign or synchronicity that they are on their way. And this also resonates with the early reading to be patient and trusting because your journey is in divine timing. So something is growing and evolving. And the brown I'm also seeing as soil. So you could also see something growing in the soil. Maybe you've planted a seed and it starts growing, or you just see something growing outside in the soil. It could be a flower, a plant, or something happening. It's a sign of fertile energy. And I feel what I'm also getting is a new beginning. You know, this is also a sign of a new beginning, a new chapter, a new opportunity coming in. It could also be about lots of passion and opportunities to be together intimately that could create a child. So if some of you are watching who want kids, that's also a sign this is going to manifest. Well, obviously that won't resonate with everyone, but the necessary seeds have been planted. So whatever you've been asking for, whatever your intention is, whatever you've been thinking about, those things are starting to manifest. You must just be patient for the timing. But they are saying to you today, always and forever, I will always love you. I will always want you. I will always desire you. I will always be in love with you no matter how much time passes by. Very powerful. Now, they're also saying tugging. I crave the feeling of your fingers tangled in my hair, begging me for more. So what they are saying, they're feeling the tugging of the pull. They are feeling pulled to you. I'm feeling the tugging as more a pull towards you. They're feeling the pull towards you. It's like your energy is tugging on their heart. And also many of them are in a tug of war with their emotions. So they may be back and forth in what they want to do. So in other words, their heart is leading them to you. Their soul is craving you. They're being guided to reach out and come to you and choose themselves to choose you, which may seem choosing you as the option, but it's never about you or something else or you and someone else. It's always them needing to choose themselves that leads to you. But then the ego pulls them back and says, no, stay here. It's comfortable. It's safe. There's no risk here. Stay where you are. And then they're in this fight between their head and their heart, or their logic and their heart. Because their head wants you too. They're in the head about you right now. But the logical part of them is saying, oh, well, I need to do this or I need to do that. And that also pulls them back. So it's like a tug of war going on inside of them. But really their heartstrings are being guided to you. And they crave the feeling of being with you, and your fingers tangled in their hair or on their face or on their body. Okay, you might think, well, my masculine hasn't got hair. Maybe the bulge, but you want to feel the touch of you. Or this could also be them wanting to tangle their fingers in your hair, begging me for more. It's like they can't get enough of you. They're also seeing 838. So they may look at the clock and it's 8:38 in the morning or 8:38 at night, because the angels are giving them important information about this journey on the astral plane. So if you look at the clock and it's 8:38, you're thinking, that's a strange number sequence. I wonder why I've seen that. It's because you're being shown that they are receiving guidance about you, information about you, and it's coming to them on the astral plane, which means it's coming to them when they're very calm, or when they're dreaming, or when they're about to fall asleep, or when they're meditating, or however they're calming their energy down. And that's how they're feeling this tug. Because I feel all these cards are about this tug, this need for you, this desire. That they're being pulled in your direction, they're being guided in your direction. So they're receiving information about you, and they could have a dream that's very vivid about you. 2:32. So for those of you who perhaps wake up and it's 2:32 on the clock in the morning, 2:32 a.m., or you see 232, romance yourself as a way of attracting more of the energy into your life. So what I'm feeling with this is they can feel that you've been giving back to yourself. Now, again, I really connected with this in the early reading. The more you give back to you, the more you're loving you, the more you're working on you, the more they want to be around you, because they sense that you are giving to you and they worry that you are moving on. So they want to come to you in a very romantic way. They feel the pull to you. They want to romance you, and they want to bring romance into their life because that's what they are craving. Many of them are craving this because they've been missing it for so long. Even if they're with a karmic partner, there's no romance. That side is dead. There's no passion. There's nothing physically going on. So they want to romance you, and they want to attract more romance into their life. So they are also starting to have these romantic feelings about you. So it's not just about intimacy and passion and lust and desire. It's wanting to wine and dine you, wanting to buy you flowers, wanting to take you out for a nice meal, or go somewhere nice and romantic, do something nice for you, run you a bath or share a bath, put rose petals on the bed. These are the things that they think about with you. They think about coming home and seeing you there and taking you into their arms and kissing you, and they haven't ever had that kind of emotion and feeling. That's what they dream about. We've got 11 and 55. So it could be 11:55 on the clock. It could be 11:11, or they see 555 or 55. And what they're learning to do is not take other people's opinions personally. They're starting to realise, I don't care what people think. I want to do what's right for me. People can only understand things from their own level of perception. So number one, you're being reminded to not judge a person because they are learning in their own way. They're realising things in their own time, in their own way. Sometimes they don't understand it the way that you do, but as long as they do understand it their way, that's the most important thing, because that will lead to them making the right decisions, lead to them moving forward and making changes. But ultimately, I'm feeling this number is connected with them stopping taking things personally. So for example, if their family says something, they're not going to take it on board anymore. They're going to think, no, this is my life. I'm going to listen to what I want. So other people could be trying to tug on their heartstrings or make them think certain things. But this is them saying enough's enough. I'm going to do what's right for me. So if you've seen 11:55 on the clock, or you see 11:55 or 55 or 11s, and you're wondering why, it's a huge sign to not take anything personally, because they are moving out of judgment too. We've got 7:11. Progress is being made in your connection. So if you look at the clock and it's 7:11, that's your angel saying there's something about to happen. Despite what you're seeing in the 3D world, something is about to happen. Something is happening behind the scenes. Something is shifting. So I definitely feel this is a huge message of change. And 7-Eleven, okay, now obviously I'm in the UK, but I do believe there is some stores in the US or America, 7-Eleven stores. And what they show me in my mind, whether this is connected with that or not, I've no idea. I'm just telling you what they're channeling to me. They show me alcohol premises, like where you buy alcohol from, or where you go and have a drink. But I feel it's more they are buying alcohol to drink at home, or so they may be having a drink, they may be getting nostalgic, listening to music, having a drink or two, thinking about you, and that's pulling on their heartstrings, it's tugging at them. And that can be another reason why they may reach out, because they may lower their inhibitions in that moment. They may just want to talk to you. They give me that song by Lady Antebellum. It's a 1/4 after. I can never get the time right when I'm channeling at the same time, but it's 2:15 or 10 or 2:15. I'm all alone. I need you now. That song, I need you now, because they're missing you. So what you're seeing on the surface in the 3D world, which again can be social media, wearing a mask, then pretending they're okay. There's things going on deep within them, deep within the connection. Progress has been made. So if you see a 7-Eleven, perhaps you pass one, or you see it, or you look at the clock and it's 11 minutes past 7, this is your sign that progress has been made. Now, obviously, these numbers are also numbers they are becoming aware of, that they are seeing, but they may not pay attention to that. They're going to be fear. They may not pay attention to them, but if they're going through fears or doubt, these numbers pop up. Now, you would notice them. Some of them are noticing them because they are becoming more aware of number sequences. But this is also a sign for you, because I feel you are seeing these numbers too. They're going to be fear, or you will see these numbers when you go into perhaps your own fears or doubts. And this is what these numbers are meaning. 101. Okay, so the number 101 is that they are starting to think more about their health. They're starting to think more about how what they're currently in is taking a toll on their physical health. So they may be having some health issues right now. Now, we've already talked about lately, they've been going through things in their physical body, especially things like indigestion, heartburn, stomach problems. They may even be experiencing other physical things because their health is suffering when they're away from you. So when they're with you, they're a lot healthier than they are apart from you. And they know that you make them healthier and happier than they've ever been. And that's why they question their own behaviour. Why am I running from you? Why am I hiding from you? So it's very likely if they are in karmic cycles right now, they are feeling unhealthy because either they're doing unhealthy things, so they're drinking more alcohol, eating more food, trying to numb themselves in a way, or they're just stressed out and they may be doing those things. But stress in general, because they may be over trying where they are because they've got financial responsibilities, or maybe they've got kids, or they've got something else going on. They could be very busy with the job, and they're tired, so they're not sleeping very well either, and it's affecting the health. So they're feeling toxic in the body. And also toxic things, if they're arguing with someone or if there's a lot of chaos going on, it's having a detrimental effect on their body. So they're starting to look at their health more. They're starting to care more about what they're going through. They're starting to take care of themselves more. So many of them may be down the gym. They may be starting to look into health regimes. Maybe they're actually changing the diet, or they're looking at their body and thinking, I need to get this sorted out. I need to go to the doctor for that, or I need to sort this out. So I do feel they're more bothered about their physical health than perhaps they were. So caring for your overall health, and they're saying overhaul, even though it's overall, they're saying overhaul, because they may be overhauling the past. They're deciding to make a change. But caring for your overall health is a necessary tool on your journey to love yourself a little bit more today. So I feel if you're seeing 101, that's a huge message that they are starting to care more about what they physically look like. Also because they care more about what they physically appear like to you. They want you to be attracted to them. because obviously they are very attracted to you and they may be looking after themselves for that reason. Some of them are also thinking about getting older, so maybe looking into health because of that. So they could be looking into how their health is affected by their age or other things they've got going on. They're also giving me the word overalls. Okay, so this could also mean they're doing more work, like activity. So they could be doing work on the home. They could be wearing overalls, so they could be decorating. Or they could be going out running and wearing specific clothes. We've got 1313. I know many of you have seen this number. This is a lucky number. It says earth angels are surrounding you as you face a challenging time in your connection. So if you're seeing 1313, yes, it's about luck being on your side and opportunities. But I feel that you need to know as well that they have support too. Because you may be worrying about your person saying, are they okay? Especially their heart. If you're having heart palpitations or if you know they've had heart issues in the past. Especially if you're feeling all this passion. The red heart is about passion. So if you're feeling all the passion and you're wondering if they're okay, whenever they are going through, they are supported by angels and connecting with their angels at this time. So it's very likely they are going through a lot of challenges right now. They're affecting their heart, their health, and they have support from heaven. So you don't need to worry. Anything they're going through, any time moments, any chaos, is happening to grow their soul. In 828, karmic justice will be served for the highest good of all parties involved. Now, we spoke about karmic endings in the early reading as well. Justice, balance, these things coming in around the Libra season. So just know that everyone involved is going to benefit from this change. So, for example, if you've walked away from a karmic partner yourself and you're wondering how it's going to affect them or your children or other people or even yourself, it's all going to benefit everyone. It's going to be for the highest good of everyone. And you may be the leader in that sense. So if you've left a karmic situation yourself, then your person is going to be very inspired to do the same. But if that doesn't resonate with you particularly, and you know they have to leave a karmic cycle, they are starting to realise that it's going to serve everyone, not just them and you, but it's also going to serve all parties involved. And that may have been something they were afraid of before. Perhaps they were worried, thinking, I don't know how my karmic partner is going to cope if I leave, or I don't know how this is going to affect my children. Or I don't know how my family are going to take it, or I don't know how my boss is going to deal with me leaving, or I don't know how this, and this. Because it's not always just about person, remember. It could be a job, it could be a family situation. And they're starting to realise this is the best thing for me and you and everyone involved. It's the best thing that can happen. So if you're seeing 828 on the clock, that's a sign of a karmic ending. Or if you're seeing 2828, or even the 8s are a sign of abundance coming in. So they want you to know that what they are saying to you today is, if you're seeing 222, that's your message that no matter how much time has passed by, they are still in love with you and they still desire you, and that burning desire never goes away. If you're seeing any of these other numbers we spoke about, it's a sign they are tugging, their heart has been guided to you and they're going through this emotional tug of war to be brought back the right way. And they crave you, they crave the feeling of you, they crave being with you. They're begging for more of you. They want more of you. So they're not going to stay away for long because they can't handle it when they're apart from you. And they are really worried right now that because of the way that you're caring for yourself and pulling your energy back and working on you, that you've moved on. So they're going to do something about it. They're going to test the water. They're going to start showing up. In the early reading, we got alignment for constant, real communication. So it's going to be constant, not just one message and then they disappear. It's going to be back and forth equally. And that's what's on the way. So I hope this helps. I'm sending you so much love and I'll see you soon.